In this series, my alternate egos, Harrison and Miles, will be playing through the entirety of the Marvel Legendary deck building game, playing through each and every single expansion in chronological order, and playing through every scheme in the game. In each episode, we will select 4 random heroes to make up our starting team, and then choose one hero who will be our commander, with the goal of bringing together this mishmash of heroes into a cohesive team. We will then choose a random scheme, mastermind, villains, and henchmen, and battle it out. If we are victorious, we will have to choose one of our heroes and retire them. If we lose, one will randomly be killed. Can we survive this gauntlet of a challenge? We will see. Welcome to the Marvel Legendary Progression Series. Phase 1, the Core Box. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Marvel Legendary gameplay video. My name is Jinjos, and I'm really excited for you guys to be here for game number 5 in the Marvel Progression Series. We've had a lot of really good luck. We've won the past 4 missions, which is really awesome. This is kind of the tough part though, because we only get 15 heroes in the core box. We've already retired 4 of them, so that means we're down to 11, and then every single game we can't use the heroes from the previous mission because they're on R&R. So that leaves us with kind of a tight hero pool that we have to work with. And we've you know, the first 4 missions are pretty easy. We got a lot of selections, you know, the randomizer is a little more random. But right now it's getting kind of tight. We only get a couple options every time we hit that random button right now. So, but I think we can adjust, and we're gonna move forward here. It's gonna be great. First thing we gotta do before we get into the gameplay, we have to announce which hero we decided to retire from the previous mission. And this was probably the hardest choice I had to make. Last mission had just such incredible heroes. I mean, we had Rogue, we had Cyclops, we had Gambit. I mean, I literally didn't want to get rid of any of them. But I just, after looking at them, lining up their stats, and just kind of feeling out what I wanted to, how I wanted to move forward, made a decision. The Hulk. This is, like I said, this was a really tough decision, and I think really what it came down to, it was more of, I didn't choose the Hulk to retire, I just chose to keep everyone else, because I loved all the other heroes just a little bit more than I really like the Hulk. The Hulk does bring some really great strength heroes to the gameplay. I mean, Growing Anger, Crazed Rampage is just such solid, you know, strength cards, and Unstoppable Hook is incredible. I mean, you know, it automatically gives you that 2 damage, but being able to KO a wound from your hand or discard pile and get 2 more damage, I mean, bringing out that 4 damage and giving you a benefit is incredible. But I really liked all the other heroes, and I really didn't want to see them go. So, we love you, Hulk. Hopefully you'll get out of retirement somehow, but for right now, we'll see you around. So, now that we got that out of the way, first thing we got to do is we have to choose our 4 starting random heroes. Got this all set up for you guys. Let's get into it. The first hero that we randomly chose is Nick Fury. He's back again, and I'll tell you what, he's a really solid hero. High-tech weaponry is a really good card. You know, it does have that kind of classic, you know, 2 damage, and then if you superpower it, it gets +1 damage, like a lot of the heroes in the core box. But tech cards have a really strong focus in the core box. I feel like a lot of them really synergize really well together. So the more tech heroes you get in a hero pool, I think the better they get. Battle for Promotion is also a solid card, really strong in the early game, does fall off a little bit later on, but I think this is a really great start to our team. Our second randomly chosen hero is going to be Hawkeye. So he also brings a common tech card, which is really awesome. It synergizes very well with Nick Fury. His instinct card, Quick Draw, just doesn't take up any space in your deck, and it's just a little bit better. Like, okay, compare Quick Draw to Mental Discipline. For some reason, maybe it's just because we start out with more agents than we do troopers. You know, we have more recruit than we have damage, and we kind of want to get that damage. But Quick Draw compared to Mental Discipline, I'll take Quick Draw every single time. Doesn't take up a slot in your deck, gives you that 1 damage, and hopefully you can turn into something bigger. Hawkeye's a really solid hero. I feel like he doesn't really bring anything very unique. It's really just damage and occasional card draw. So he's not the most exciting hero, but he works really well with what we have so far. Glad to have him on the team. Our third randomly chosen hero is going to be Iron Man. This is a great pickup. His uncommon card really wants us to focus on tech heroes. We already have 2 common cards that are tech based, and he provides a really great one in the endless inventory, being able to draw us a card, and if it's activated, you can draw 2 cards. We get, you know, card advantage just automatically from that. It's really incredible. We don't have any support for his ranged card at the moment, Repulsor Ray, but hopefully we'll be able to get that with our next randomized hero, or we can call in a commander who will be able to support that. Our last randomly chosen hero is going to bring that range support because we pulled Storm. Really excited to see her on the team. I feel like she's just a really well balanced hero. You know, her common card gathering Storm Clouds, you know, gives you that recruit, possible little card draw there if you support it. You know, Lightning Bolt deals 2 damage and really keeps the villain nice and empty for you because it gives that negative bonus to the rooftops, which is great. Her uncommon card is just so solid. Being able to move any hero to any space in the city, I mean, as long as you have some support for that or heroes that really care about, you know, where the villains are, it's an incredible card. And dishing out 4 damage with 1 card is already solid, and it's really, really good. So now what we have to do is we get to choose our 5th hero, and they're going to be labeled as the commander. We can't use any hero that has been the commander, a commander in the previous missions, but we can use a hero who was on the mission last time. Just a little rules clarification there. If you do want to play your own progression series or curious about any of the rules, the full rules are going to be in the description. Just click on that or bring you right to it. You can read through it at your leisure. But we do get to choose our hero. And as I was looking out at this, I like the support we had with ranged heroes. She does provide 2 common ranged heroes to make sure we can activate Repulsor Ray, which is really great. We're really set on the tech side, which is really awesome. So I don't know, honestly, I felt like this team was pretty solid. I feel like I didn't have to stress about them all that much. So I thought I'd bring in a powerhouse who hasn't been a commander yet and brought in Black Widow. Now, I know it's a little off because her covert card isn't very well supported. We do have Nick Fury here to support it, and he has a tech card to activate. Her tech card, I mean, it works really well, I would say, in, you know, between these two. But honestly, I was just looking at all my options, and I really didn't have any other really strong options as a hero to become the commander. But I felt like she fit into the tech side of things really well, so I decided to go with Black Widow. I mean, she is considered one of the best heroes in the core set. Covert operations can dish out an incredible amount of damage pretty dang early, as long as you're rescuing bystanders at a good rate. So really happy I picked her up. This is our team for this mission, for mission number 5 in the progression series. Let's pick out our random scheme from the core set and see what we are dealing with. Our randomly chosen scheme is going to be Superhero Civil War. Now this scheme, this one's up there with Legacy Virus in terms of difficulty. We could really easily lose this one if we're not careful and paying attention. We can't, you know, this is one of those where we're fighting against the clock. We got to win pretty dang quick because, so for setup, for 2 to 3 players, we're going to use 8 twists, which is what we're going to be doing. If only 2 players, use only 4 heroes in the hero deck. So we actually have to get rid of one of these heroes, which is a pretty tough call. We'll be dealing with that here in just a second. Every time we draw a scheme twist, we have to KO each of the heroes in the HQ, and if the hero deck runs out, we lose. So, like I said, this can really, you know, we could be chaining into scheme twist. We could be KOing this out. We can't really guarantee anything in the HQ is going to stick around. So those uncommon cards, we're going to want to pick those up as soon as we see them because they could be gone like that. So in terms of the setup, though, we actually have to get rid of one of these heroes. And I decided just to keep that challenge going. It's going to be randomized as to which one of these heroes is going to be gone, which is going to be really rough. I think losing Storm is going to be actually really tough because I think it's going to really negate Iron Man's common range card, which is pretty tough. Losing Black Widow is going to hurt pretty bad because if she's gone, we also wasted the commander status on her, which is going to be tough. I feel like if we lose these guys, it's not like a giant hit. I don't know, losing any of them is going to be really rough because I feel like this is such a solid team. So all I have around me is a D12. So 11 and 12 we're going to re-roll. Everything else starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll just see what happens. So here we go. We'll go here. Oh, that's a 1, ladies and gentlemen. That's a bit rough. That means Black Widow is going to be gone, and we completely wasted her commander status on it. We won't be able to use her as a commander for any future games. We have already put that label on her, but it looks like Black Widow is staying behind and won't be going on this mission. So, sorry, Black Widow. Hopefully, we'll see you on a future mission. Well, that was disappointing. So, but let's move forward. I think we're, you know, honestly, like I said, before we chose her as the commander, I feel like this is a decent, solid team. But man, I'll tell you what, only having 4 heroes in the hero deck really makes me nervous about these scheme twists now. So, why don't we move forward and let's get the rest of the villain side of things set up and taken care of. In terms of our Mastermind, we've actually used all 4 Masterminds from the core box, so we're back to ground zero. Now we just randomly choose one, and whoever we get is what we get. And looks like we got Loki. So just to add to the stress of the superhero civil war, we also have Loki, who's instigating it, which is pretty on flavor, and he is the toughest hero in the core box. And just to double it up, his Master Strike, each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound, and we have 1 uncommon strength card in this whole thing. So basically, anytime a Master Strike shows up, we're going to be gaining a wound, which is going to slow us down, meaning that the scheme twists are going to be a little more effective. Following Loki's Mastermind card, he also always leads the enemies of Asgard. This villain group is really tough. Luckily, like Ymir the Frost Giant, and I believe the other one's another Frost Giant, they do require us to reveal ranged heroes to prevent wounds, and luckily Iron Man and Storm can provide that for us. So it is a pretty difficult villain group to deal with, but we're just going to have to tough it out and see what we can do. Luckily, we can counter those wounds with Storm and Iron Man, so at least we're in a decent spot to handle them. Our secondly randomly chosen villain group is going to be Spider Foes. You know, I will say, like, this villain group is just full of these really iconic characters, and all their fight abilities and escape abilities just really aren't that tough. Dr. Octopus actually has a huge benefit for us. I mean, drawing 8 cards at the end of a turn is just, it's primo. It's going to set up the next turn really strongly. So yeah, I'm not too stressed about them. So that's a little bit of a reprieve from this kind of tough situation we're in right now. And our randomly chosen henchman is going to be the Sentinels. When we fight them, we get to KO one of our heroes. Really great henchmen to have. I mean, not having to rely on your heroes to do all the KOing is really nice. Sometimes it's nice to have villains out there and you can KO at specific times, or you can look at your hand and just, you know, you can kind of plan ahead because you can fight them at the right time in order to KO what you want. Looks like we're all set up for game number 5 in the progression series, the Superhero Civil War, and Loki taking on these heroes and having these villains in the villain deck. Let's get all shuffled up, and I will see you in just a moment. All right, we're back. Got everything all shuffled up. Let's get ready to go. We got our hero deck all set up with only 4 heroes total in that deck, so it's a little bit shorter than normal. We also got the villain deck all set up and ready to go. Before we get started, we did win the previous mission, so that means we do have to set a challenge for us this game. Let's get this wheel set up here. We are knocking off all the previous challenges we had in order to kind of feature all of them. Let's give that wheel a spin and see what we can get. There's only a couple options out there. I did double up on the number of options just to kind of make the wheel look a little bit more interesting. And looks like we're going to land on late arrival. So what that means is we're going to get the HQ set up, shuffle up all our decks, draw our cards, but before we get to play our first turn, the villain deck, we're going to be drawing 2 villain cards right at the start, and then the third one for the start of the turn. So we're going to be starting basically 2 turns behind. So we're going to see how that shuffles up. So before we get started, let's get our HQ set up. We're not going to be too attached to any of these because there's a chance we're going to be drawing a scheme twist, and it's all going to go bye-bye pretty quickly. So looks like we got a Covering Fire. This is Hawkeye's uncommon card. Deals 3 damage, and if it's activated by a tech hero, we get to choose one. Either each player draws a card or discards a card. We're in a friendly environment. We're going to be drawing the card. Next up, we got a Lightning Bolt, a Quick Draw, Gathering Storm Clouds, and a Team Player. Not too bad of an HQ. 1 uncommon card, a bunch of common cards. Hopefully, we can pick up some of these cheaper ones before they all go away. So, last thing before we get going. Miles is going to be my right hand. He's going to be playing with the Hydra Operatives. And Harrison is my left hand, and he will be playing with the Shield cards. So, all right, we're all shuffled up and ready to go. We do have to resolve that late arrival challenge that we have, so we're going to be drawing the top 2 cards of the villain deck. Looks like we got a Scheme Twist right off the top. That's awesome. Okay, so that's going to be gone. Let's KO all of these. We're going to get another HQ set up. All right, looks like we got a legendary commander. This is Nick Fury's uncommon card. Deals 1 damage, and it gets +1 damage for each other shield hero we play this turn. This would be really nice to pick up nice and early, but don't know if that's going to be happening. We'll see. Then we have a high-tech weaponry, a battlefield promotion, a endless inventory, and another battlefield promotion. I think I definitely preferred the last one, to be honest. I mean, I like seeing these battlefield promotions nice and early, but the last one just, I feel like I had just a little bit more variety, a little stronger start. So still got one more to go before we get the game going. Looks like we got a destroyer, 7 HP. When we fight him, we have to KO all of our shield heroes, which, you know, most of the time is a benefit, I would say, unless we're collecting Nick Fury cards. When he escapes, each player KOs 2 of their heroes. So just kind of a KO machine. We're all right if that escapes. You know, we don't, you know, I don't think we're too stressed about it. All right, Miles is going to be starting us off. Top card of the villain deck is going to be a Frost Giant. 4 HP. When we fight it, each player has to reveal a ranged hero or gain a wound. When it escapes, the same effect. So let's get that all scooched in here. Luckily, we do have storm cards and a little bit of Iron Man cards that we can counter him. Here, let's get all laid down here. Looks like we are going to be starting with a 5-1. Not too bad. Not too bad of a start, I would say. So right now, this is really tough because the thing is, all these cards might not be here next turn. So I have 5 to work with. I can't really do anything clean at this point. I'm trying to decide if I just need to be grabbing damage just kind of right out the bat. Maybe picking up that high-tech weaponry, or if I wasn't under a lot of pressure, I would definitely be picking up the battlefield promotion. That's why I'm a little hesitant at this moment. And endless inventory just is kind of doesn't really do anything at this point. He's really good if we can get a bunch of tech cards, but right now we're starting at 0. I feel like we're going to be under a lot of pressure. So I think we're going to be picking up this high-tech weaponry. Let me know what you guys would have done. Like I said, I think battlefield promotion is the better pick here in terms of if the game wasn't going so fast, but because we have that late arrival, we'll basically, once this is gone, we lose. We don't want to be a ton of recruiting as well, because we don't want to be, you know, recruiting a bunch of cards and making this deck even smaller. So I think we just need to be shooting for a lot of attacks. So let's pick up this high-tech weaponry, and I think we're going to be happy with that. Okay, that's going to be wrapping up our turn here. Let's get this guy replaced. Looks like we got a The Gathering, Storm Clouds. All right, looks like Harrison's going to be starting out with the exact same hand, actually. We're just going to get that set up right now. But top card of the villain deck is going to be a Sentinel. Not too bad. So unfortunately, we don't have any damage dealing cards in the HQ at this moment. So I guess Harrison's going to be going the route that I would kind of normally take if I wasn't on such a pressure heavy scheme. So we're going to be picking up this battlefield promotion for now. We're going to be converting all these agents into officers, and hopefully we can use that to recruit some big heavy hitters. Let's replace that with a repulsor ray. All right, this is Harrison's next hand, or Miles' next hand, excuse me. Let's just get the points all set up since it's nice and simple here. Top card of the villain deck is going to be another Sentinel. Well, good, that gives Harrison and Miles a Sentinel a piece to hit. All right, in terms of recruitment, I think we're going to pick up this endless inventory here so we can activate that high-tech weaponry and maybe even help us draw into it as well. So let's pick that up. It's going to be replaced with another legendary commander. It's going to be rough when that scheme twist pops up and we're going to lose both of our pretty strong uncommon cards, especially because these are the ones we need to counteract Loki's Master Strike. So a little stressful there. In terms of fighting, why don't we take out the Sentinel right here? That guy's going to be gone. And we get to KO one of our heroes. Let's just get rid of one of our operatives. We need to stash all the damage we possibly can. Passing over to Harrison. Looks like we got, yep, the good old 3-3 all set up and ready to go. But top card of the villain deck is going to be a bystander. The Sentinel is going to capture it. All right, first things first. I think Miles is going to be he planted his flag in the tech cards, so I think Harrison's going to plant his flag in the range cards for now. We do have 2 to pick from right here. I think we're going to be going for the damage because last turn we did get that battlefield promotion to get us some more recruit. So let's pick up that repulsor ray, and hopefully we can get a Gathering Storm Clouds to being able to support that. Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. A little jump in the gun there. Let's replace it with a high-tech weaponry. We still have that 3 damage to go for. Let's knock out the Sentinel, rescuing that bystander as well. And let's KO one of our agents. Alright, I think that's going to wrap up that. Alright, starting out with Harrison here. Alright, top card of the villain deck is going to be a Master Strike. Rough to see that. That's definitely going to be gaining us a wound because we haven't recruited a single strength card to even possibly counteract it. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Do I need the damage? Well, I don't really want to hit the Frost Giant because I won't be able to reveal a ranged hero to prevent the wound. So I'm not too stressed about damage per se. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to play this high-tech weaponry out so that we can activate our endless inventory, and we're going to be drawing 2 cards. Looks like we got a soldier and an operative right there. So we're going to play that out. That is going to give us the 4 damage, which is really nice, but I'm more interested in the 4 recruit we got from that. Seems pretty straightforward. I think we're going to pick up this high-tech weaponry to increase the density of our tech cards. And replace it with another high-tech weaponry. That's a really great pickup there. Alright, let's get Harrison all set up here. Top card of the villain deck for Harrison is going to be another Master Strike. That's pretty rough. That's another 2 wounds for us to deal with. Alright, looks like we're just dealing with a 4 and 3. Won't be doing any fighting this turn, but we can pick up this Gathering Storm Clouds to get a couple ranged heroes in our deck. Hopefully we can use those to prevent the wounds that the Frost Giant might hand out. Let's replace that with a 3rd copy of Legendary Commander, and as of right now, we are nowhere near close recruiting that, so we'll see what we can do here. Alright, passing it over to Miles. Looks like we are going to have the 3 and 3. Let's just get that set up now. Top card is going to be another Frost Giant. At this point, man, I think we got to find a way for Miles to get some ranged heroes in his deck, because as of right now, we really don't want to fight them, which is putting a kind of a damper on the whole thing. Looks like we're no fighting, but we can pick up another high-tech weaponry just to increase the density of these tech cards, get our damage output as well. Top card is going to be a Repulsor Ray. Great. No, this is nice. I feel like each of our players always has something to recruit and always wants something out of that HQ. All right, passing over to Harrison. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, top card of the villain deck is going to be a Sentinel. Not too bad here. All right, while we activate this battle for promotion, we're actually going to be KOing an agent from our discard pile. Gaining an officer. Let's play that out. We are going to have a total of 4 recruit and 3 damage to play with. All right, looks like we're going to pick up this Repulsor Ray here. And it's going to be replaced with a endless inventory. Man, we're just like swapping on and off. We got a ranged hero, we got a tech hero, so we can pass it all along. Looks our recruiting's been a little smooth. I don't know. We're going to need a little miracle to get one of these, but hopefully we can grab at least one of them. In terms of fighting, let's take out that Sentinel. And let's KO one of our agents. All right, looks like that's going to wrap that up. All right, looks like we do have a wound for Miles. Okay, top card of the villain deck is going to be a Scheme Twist. All right, all 3 of our legendary commanders are officially gone. Let's KO all five of those. All right, let's get it set up. An Impossible Trick Shot. This is Hawkeye's rare card. Deals 5 damage whenever you defeat a villain or mastermind this turn. Rescue 3 bystanders. Pretty well priced at 7, I would say. 5 damage is, it's a solid number. Let's see, we also have a Covering Fire. We have a Gathering Storm Clouds, a Arc Reactor. That is Iron Man's uncommon card. Deals 3 damage, which is a whopping amount to start out with. And it also adds that if activated by a tech hero, we get +1 damage for each other tech hero play this turn. I think we're going to do all our best for Harrison, or for Miles here, to pick that up. Sadly, we are too short this time, but we'll see what we can do. Last one is going to be a Covering Fire as well. Decent amount of uncommon cards in here. It's going to be rough if another Scheme Twist pops up. All right, looks like we got our cards all laid out. We are going to get 3 recruit and 3 damage. Can't do much with that damage, unfortunately. In terms of recruitment, that Gathering Storm Clouds is right there, and it would be good to get at least one ranged hero in the deck so we can fight off these Frost Giants. I think we are going to pick that up. Might lead to an awkward turn for Harrison, but let's see. Top card is going to be another Gathering Storm Clouds. Okay, so he'll be able to pick that up nice and easy. I think that was worth not KOing the wound, gaining a Gathering Storm Clouds. All right, let's get passing over to Miles. Let's see what we got. We do have a wound in our hand. Top card of the villain deck is going to be a Sentinel. All right, looks like we're going to be going in with 2 recruit, which isn't very good. And we got ourselves 6 attack to work with. So looking over at Miles' hand, he actually does have that Gathering Storm Clouds that he just recruited in his hand. That was a lucky shuffle for us, because I think we're going to take the chance that we're going to take out one of these Frost Giants here. Both of us can reveal a ranged hero, so we do prevent the wound, which is awesome. Can't do anything about recruit. We don't have any sidekicks. None of those came in the core box, so it looks like we're just going to have to shuffle this up and move on. All right, passing it over to Miles here. Looks like we got a decent little setup here. Top card of the villain deck is going to be a Bystander, which the Sentinel will capture. So looking at this, I think we want the damage. So we are going to play the high-tech weaponry, or no, sorry. We're actually going to play the Endless Inventory. Drawing a card, looks like it's an operative. And then we're going to play the high-tech weaponry so that we can get that 3 damage we need in order to take out the Sentinel. Looking over a recruit, though, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's a significant amount at this point. And I think we can confidently pick up this arc reactor here. That's a really, really strong pickup. I mean, this is kind of a cool comparison. Okay, both cost 5, both dish out 3 damage. But Hawkeye lets, each player draw a card, which is really nice. But I mean, arc reactor can go off. I mean, in this scenario, let's say this was my hand and we took this out and played this. I mean, this would give us 3, 4, 5 damage in one card. 5, 6, 7, 8 damage right there. I mean, that's just amazing. So we're going to be picking that up. It's going to be replaced with a team player. Used up, let's see, all but one of our recruit. Let's use up all of our attack. Let's take out that Sentinel. Rescuing the Bystander as well. And let's KO an operative. And I think that's going to be wrapping us up for the turn. All right, let's see what we got here. Got a wound. Decent amount of recruit here, though. All right, top card of the villain deck for Harrison is going to be a Scheme Twist. All right. Tough losing the rare card, I guess, and both covering fires. I think that's all the covering fires, actually. So, a little tough there. All that's going to be KO'd. Got a Spinning Cyclone. This is Storm's uncommon card. Deals 4 damage. I mean, 4 damage. It's so solid. And we may move a villain to a new city space, rescuing a bystanders captured by that villain. If there's already a villain there, you swap them. Let's see. Let's get our next one. Quick Draw. Another Quick Draw. Tidal Wave. This is Storm's rare card. Deals 5 damage. Any villain you fight on the bridge this turn gets -2 attack. If it's activated by a ranged hero, the Mastermind gets -2 this turn. This is really cool. It's basically just like a really souped up lightning bolt. Next card is going to be, we got Iron Man's rare card, Quantum Breakthrough. It's going to draw us 2 cards, and if we activate by a tech hero, we're going to draw 2 more cards. I mean, a 3-card advantage for 1. That's pretty awesome. That's an Ancestral Recall in Magic the Gathering, and that is one of the most powerful cards in the game, so not too bad. Why don't we activate this Battlefield Promotion? We are going to KO this agent from our hand. Gaining a Shield Officer 2-hand. Let's get that played. Looks like we are going to have 6 recruit, which is really nice to see. Unfortunately, we only have 1 attack, though, so we can't do much with that. I think we're definitely going to pick up the Spinning Cyclone before it's gone. So let's get that dished up. And I think it's going to be wrapping us up for the turn. Yeah, let's get rid of that Scheme Twist. Oh, let's get this replaced with another Quick Draw. It's 3 of them right there. All right, let's get Miles all set up for the turn. Top card of the villain deck is going to be an Enchantress. 6 HP, and when we fight her, we get to draw 3 cards. You kind of have to calculate when you want to hit her. Lots of times, you get enough damage just to hit her, then you draw 3 cards, you can't really do much with it. It's really good if you want to spend all 6 attack on her, and hopefully you draw more recruit cards. That's kind of my rule of thumb. If you want more recruit, fighter. We'll be able to nothing to activate this turn, so it looks like we're just going for it. Looks like we just got a 4 and 3 to do. We're gonna be picking up this quick draw. It really doesn't take up any room in the deck, and hopefully it'll just help us kind of churn just a little bit more. So pick that one up. In terms of damage, we're not under a ton of pressure here. In order to, we're not, enemies aren't escaping all the time or anything like that. So could hit the Frost Giant, but then Miles would gain a wound, which I don't think is worth it. So why don't we replace this before we move on? We have a Lightning Bolt. So I think we're just gonna wrap it up there. Passing to Harrison here when we get all set up. Top card of the villain deck is going to be a Ymir the Frost Giant. So each player has to reveal a ranged hero, or they're going to gain a wound. When we fight him, we choose a player. That player KOs all wounds from their hand and discard pile. So unfortunately, Miles doesn't have any ranged heroes in hand, so he is going to be gaining a wound. Harrison can reveal the Gathering Storm Clouds to prevent it, which is nice. Let's put you in the city there. Nothing to activate here, so we're going to be going for 3 attack and 4 recruit. Not too bad of a pickup. Why don't we pick up this Lightning Bolt and be happy about it. Let's replace it with a Arc Reactor. Hopefully Harrison can pick that up before it's gone. Nothing to fight in the city, so it looks like we're just going to be passing the turn. Looks like we just got damage on our hands, but we also have 2 wounds, which is pretty dang rough. Top card of the villain deck is going to be a Venom. Looks like we can't defeat Venom unless we have a covert hero, and if he escapes, each player is going to gain a wound. So let's get that moved over. Alright, let's play all these attack cards. This high-tech weaponry is going to be activated, bringing this up to a total of 7 damage. And let's see. Kind of the 2 big targets are Destroyer, Enchantress, and Ymir. And you know what? We have these 2 wounds in hand, and we have 1 in the discard pile from the Ymir coming in. So you know what I think we're going to do? We're actually going to be taking out this Ymir Frost Giant, because when we fight it, we get to KO these and the ones in our discard pile. So let's take out Ymir. We're going to be KOing all 3 of these wounds, which is really awesome. We really don't want those slowing us down too much. And it looks like that's going to wrap us up for the turn. Alright, changing it over to Miles here. Not too bad. Top card of the villain deck is going to be a Master Strike. Rough to see it. No strength heroes to recruit, so each player is going to gain a wound. Well, let's get this Battlefield promotion activated. We're going to be KOing a agent from hand, or from discard, sorry. An agent from the discard is KO'd, and then we're going to gain a shield officer to hand. Looks like we're going to be playing down 6 recruit, which is pretty dang nice, and we have 4 attack. We can move. Let's see. I'm stressed about the Frost Giant actually getting escaped, so we're just gonna put you right back in the sewers. Bring up Venom. Actually, wait, Venom gives a wound out no matter what. So that's a terrible idea. I think we're just gonna swap these 2. Let's just go with that. So at this point, Harrison does have the recruit power to get this Arc Reactor. It doesn't really go with the deck. I could just get both of these quick draws, which isn't too bad. You know what? This isn't the worst. Let's do that. So we're going to pick up one of these quick draws. Replace it with a Lightning Bolt. Let's get the other quick draw. And replace that with another Arc Reactor. So we've seen all 3 Arc Reactors. Really hope Miles can get at least one of these. So looks like we're going to wrap it up there. Alright, let's get all set up here for Miles' turn. Okay. Top card of the villain deck is going to be another Ymir the Frost Giant. Pretty rough to see. Miles can't reveal, so he is definitely going to be gaining a wound. But Harrison does reveal a Repulsor Ray to counteract it. Alright, looks like we're going to be playing, let's play the quick draw first, actually. And we draw ourselves an Operative, and then we're going to play the Endless Inventory. So we have 2 damage with an Endless Inventory on the play. So we got another Soldier, bringing us up to a total of 3 solid damage. Ooh, what could we do with that? And looks like we got ourselves 4 recruit. Well, looks like we're not going to be dishing out any damage this turn, and got kind of an awkward amount here. Won't be able to get the arc reactors, but we can't pick the lightning bolt. 2 damage is 2 damage. Let's go for it. And let's replace it with a endless inventory. All right, it's gonna wrap us up there. All right, let's get Harrison all set up for next turn. All right, top card of the villain deck is going to be, or actually get that set up for this turn. This is this turn. We got a Sentinel off the top. So this Destroyer is going to escape. We're gonna shift everything down for the Sentinel to come in. When the Destroyer escapes, we are gonna have, each player is gonna have to KO 2 of their heroes. Miles is gonna get rid of these 2 operatives, and looks like, man, we really need all the damage. So yeah, we're gonna be getting rid of an agent and an officer. Let's play out here. Looks like this repulsor ray is the only one that's going to be activated. So we have a total of 6 damage. We're nowhere real close to hitting Loki, unfortunately. Not 100% sure which one to hit. We can't take out Venom. We don't really want to hit. Actually, no. We do want to hit Frost Giant because Miles does have Gathering Storm in his hand. So yeah, no, we're going to be taking out this Frost Giant. He's going to be gone. And they both can reveal a ranged hero, so we're in the clear there. And I think that's going to wrap us up here. All right, we're a little short-handed here because we had to KO 2 of our heroes. So top card of the villain deck is going to be a Green Goblin. When that enters, he is going to capture 2 bystanders? No, just 1. Just 1 bystander. All right, looks like we're all set up to have a 6 and 2. So with that 6 damage, yeah, let's just take out Green Goblin just to, you know, not stress out too much. I mean, there's not really much we can do with such little numbers, so I think we're gonna wrap it up there. All right, looks like we got a decent starting hand, just 1 wounded hand. Top card of the villain deck is gonna be the Lizard. If you fight the Lizard in the sewers, you're going to gain a wound, so we got to wait for it to at least scooch over to the 2nd position for sure. All right, well here, why don't we play this battle for promotion? I only have a Trooper in my discard pile, and I really don't want to get rid of it. I need all the damage I possibly can, so we're actually going to use this battle for promotion to KO itself to gain a shield officer into my hand. Can't really do much with that to recruit, but let's play out this quick draw and then this quick draw. We're going to draw 2 cards. Let's see if that'll get us out of this bind. Well, we do have a agent and an officer, so that's going to bring us total up to 5 of those. And that's going to get us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 recruit. Oops, here we got a little dice mix up there. Not really, actually. They're both 5 and 5, so all is well. And Lightning Bolt is going to reduce Ymir the Frost Giant's health down to 4. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take out this Ymir the Frost Giant. So he's going to be gone, and we're going to choose Miles to KO the wounds. Looks like he does have 2 on hand at this point, so those guys are gone. And I think that's going to, I guess I have 5 recruit. What am I doing? Once again, it's not in the correct deck, but 3 damage is 3 damage. We're going to pick up this arc reactor and be really happy with it. And let's replace it with a battlefield promotion. Not too bad of, actually, no, I guess so. It's actually kind of a brick at this point. All right, let's get all set up here. We got a decent amount of attack and a little card draw. Top card of the villain deck for Harrison is going to be another Venom. All right, let's see what we got here. I think I want the card draw. Yeah, I think we want the card draw. So we're going to play all these out. And that's going to give us 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 total damage to deal with. And just a mark for Lightning Bolt, the Sentinel is down to 1 HP, which is really nice. Let's play that Endless Inventory to draw 2 cards. It's not really what I was looking for, but we will put these down. We're going to gain 3 from that and 4 from that, so we're actually up to 10. Not too bad of a good feat. Well, I mean, we got the 10 damage. I know our city is full, but we really need to be working our way at Loki. And honestly, if she escapes, it's not too big of a deal. So let's fight Loki and see what we get. This is going to take all of our turn. We got ourselves a Vanishing Illusion. Each other player KOs a villain from their victory pile. So not too big of a deal. Let's just take out a Sentinel. Why not? can't hurt. And that's gonna do it. All right, passing over to Harrison. Looks like we got a decent amount of damage. Might not be enough though. Top card of the villain deck is going to be an Enchantress. This one is going to escape. Not too big of a deal. Let's get that scooched over. Oh, we didn't KO a hero from the Destroyer escaping, so I think we're going to be doing 2. So we definitely would have done this battle for promotion, that's for sure. That's going to be replaced with a Lightning Bolt. And yeah, I think we're just going to do it right now. Yeah, let's take out this endless inventory as well. Replace it with a battle for promotion. All right, we should be all set and ready to go. All right, we're just going to be playing out here. The only thing to activate is our Spinning Cyclone. We're going to take this Venom. We're actually going to swap it with this Enchantress. Even though I guess we have a covert card, so we can hit them. But no, we'll just leave it right there. So it looks like we do have 6 damage and 3 recruit. Can't do anything with that recruit, sadly, but we can take that damage, and I think we're... You know what? Actually, hold on. If we draw 3 cards, let's say we drew 3 agents. That means we would get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we get a 6, and we could pick up an arc reactor, which is a good pull no matter what. Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to risk it for the biscuit. Let's fight this Enchantress. That way, we can try and draw 3 cards. Looks like we did pretty good here. So our 6 damage is going to be gone, but we got, let's see, looks like we got a Gathering Storm Clouds. That's going to get us up to 5. And another a Shield Officer gets us up to 7. We can pick up one of these rare cards, which is awesome. And we do have an Arc Reactor, which isn't going to do much, but 3 damage is 3 damage, right? And looks like we can actually. We're going to be taking out the Lizard. He is not in the sewers, so we don't have to stress about his fight effect. Wait, what am I doing? No, what am I doing? You know what? We're moving it over to the Sentinel. That was a dumb move. So, anyways, let's take out the Sentinel, and we get to KO a card. Why don't we KO this lovely agent here? And that gives us 7 recruits. So, I don't think Quantum Breakthrough is going to be a huge thing in this one. This deck doesn't have enough tech heroes to kind of activate it, you know, as frequently. I mean, drawing 2 cards right off the bat is really nice, but I think we're going to take this Tidal Wave, 5 damage. We can activate the ranged ability on her pretty easily. So got one of the rare cards, which is awesome. It's going to be replaced with, ooh, we got Nick Fury's rare card, Pure Fury. Defeat any villain or mastermind whose attack is less than the number of shield heroes in the KO pile. So we have a ton in there. We've been KOing agents a lot pretty often in this game. So yeah, I think we're going to be able to activate that pretty often. So let's get this all scooped up, and hopefully we'll see that Storm's rare card pretty often. Let's get our next hand all set up. Not too bad. Those wounds are definitely a thorn in my side at this point. All right, passing it over to Miles. All right, not looking good. Top card is going to be a Sentinel. Let's get those all scooched over. Only thing to activate is this quick draw, so let's draw a card. Just got another soldier. So it looks like we are just doing a 4 and 3. You know what? Let's use that 3. Take out the Lizard just to ease, clear up the city a little bit. With that recruit, we're going to pick up this Lightning Bolt. Need all the damage we can get, so. And that will be it. Let's replace with a high-tech weaponry. All right, passing over to Harrison. Looks like we got a decent amount of damage going on here. Top card is going to be a Green Goblin. He's going to enter, and he's going to capture a bystander, of course. All right, why don't we activate this quick draw so we can draw a card. Looks like we got a a Lightning Bolt. That's not too bad. Let's play that. Let's see, we can play it like this. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage total. Not enough to hit the Mastermind, but enough to deal with some stuff in the city, I think. Fortunately, we can't hit either of the Venoms, but we can take out the Green Goblin. Not too bad. All right, let's wrap it up there. All right, let's pass it over to Miles, and we have a lot of cards to deal with here. That's pretty awesome. Top card is going to be a Scheme Twist. All right, say goodbye to those 2 rare cards. Let's get rid of that scheme. The deck's looking pretty thin. I'm a little I'm a little worried we're not going to be able to pull this out. Alrighty. Spinning Cyclone's really good to see. Lightning Bolt, Repulsor Ray, just more damage is what we really need at this point. Well, let's play this out, and looks like we have 3 high-tech weaponries. We're going to be activating both of these, and the arc reactor is going to activate, giving us 3 extra damage. Gathering Storm isn't really going to be doing much for us, but this soldier will do great. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, yeah, 14 damage, yep. Not too bad. I'm not going to worry about the recruit dice because we can't do much of that anyways. And actually, it's going to bump us up to 15. All right, let's hit Loki for the second time. Remember, we do have the final blow rule, meaning we have a total of, we have to hit him a total of 5 times. So let's see what we got here. It's going to be a Maniacal Tyrant. KO up to 4 cards from your discard pile. That is pretty dang big. Let's see. We got, you know, we have 4 operatives right there. Say goodbye to them. That is going to give us down to 5 HP. And you know what? Our attack, I think we're going to take that. We're going to take out this Sentinel. And we're going to we really need to focus on attack. We need to hit Loki hard. And we're going to get rid of this Gathering Storm Clouds. All right, passing over to Harrison here. A little mix here. Top card is going to be a Scheme Twist. Oh boy, not looking good. Goodbye, Spinning Cyclone. It's possibly the last one in the deck. So I'm hitting that point where I almost don't want to recruit at all, which is not a good spot to be in. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, one more Scheme Twist and we are going to lose. All right, let's play our 2 quick draws. That means we're going to be able to draw 2 cards. Got ourselves a Hydra and an Endless Inventory. Doesn't look like it can be activated, so let's play that. Drawing a Lightning Bolt. All right, let's see. Let's get this a little organized here. Looks like we're going to have 4 recruit to play with. If that, you know what? We're going to lose on the Scheme Twist, so we might as well try and recruit something when we can. So we have 4 here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, actually, we could play it like this, I believe. There we go. Let's play it like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have a total of 8 damage to play with. Can't hit the Mastermind, unfortunately. I don't have a covert card, so we can't hit Venom, so our attack's pretty useless. Can we recruit anything? We could pick up a Repulsor Ray. Not too bad of a pickup. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I don't see a reason not to, so let's get that guy. Top card of the villain deck, the deck is a Repulsor Ray. Okay. Let's get those moved. Passing it over to Miles. Forgot to show off the hand, but we have our deck is really thin. This is my whole deck plus 2 cards, so we should be able to hit Loki every single time. We just can't get that Scheme Twist off the top. So let's see what we got. Sentinel, not too bad. All right, let's see what we can do with this guy. So yeah, we're gonna be playing a quick draw, drawing. Okay, let's play out a high-tech weaponry. Another one activated, another one activated. An arc reactor is gonna dish out 3 extra damage with it activated. Lightning bolt and a soldier. Let's see, so that's 1, 2, 3, 3 plus 6 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage. Not too shabby. Let's see. So, let's hit Loki for sure. It's going to bring us down to 8. All right, let's see what we got. Got ourselves a Cruel Ruler. Defeat a villain at the city for free. Awesome. We'll just take out this Venom for sure. We still have 8. We're going to be taking out this Sentinel. And we're going to KO this soldier. Just to thin it out even more. So what? We have a total of 7 cards in the deck. That's pretty freaking amazing. Let's get that cleared out for you. Alright, this is our next hand for Miles. Only got... Literally, we're going to be drawing our whole hand, our whole deck every time because we have the quick draw and only 1 other card in our deck. So... yeah, so as long as we can make it to Miles, I think we got a chance to win. All right, got a lot on the table here. Plus the tidal wave, we have a chance of winning as long as a Scheme Twist doesn't pull up. Okay, we just got a Sentinel. Whew. Okay, let's see what we can do with this hot mess here. Okay, let's play Lightning Bolt into a Repulsor Ray, into the tidal wave, arc reactor, shield trooper, and sure, we have an officer. Total of 2. Let's see what we got here. So we got 2 plus 3 going up to 5, bringing that up to 10. And the Mastermind is going to get -2, so he is currently at 8, going up to 13 and 14. So that 8 isn't really going to make much of a difference, but we can still do it. We're going to go down to, what is it, 6? If I could find it. Spending that 8. Wait, no. That's not right. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 minus 8. Yeah, 6. What am I saying? Little math problems there, right? All right, let's hit Loki. I think we got it. As long as this isn't a scheme twist, we're going to win this. Top card is going to be Whispers and Lies. Each other player KOs 2 bystanders from the victory pile. I don't think we even have any bystanders. Oh, no, we do, actually. We got... I guess, yeah, why not? Okay, we got 1. All right, we have 6 to play with. We don't have any covert cards. We can't do this, but let's fight the Sentinel. And let's KO this officer. Okie dokie. Okay. We got this beautiful hand again. All right. This is the tough part. If that's a scheme twist, we lose. If not, we are definitely going to win. Okay, here we go. No! Oh my gosh. Wow. You all just saw that, right? Wow. Oh my gosh. I can't even. Wow. Okay, so those are all KO'd. We only have 4 cards. Oh my gosh, no way. Oh, we were so close. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, hold on. And there was 1, 2 more. Wow. All right. I accept my fate. I'm moving on. Wow, okay, you guys just witnessed the first loss in the Marvel Legendary Progression series. So, you guys get to see what that means in terms of our heroes, because it's also pretty dang brutal as to what's going to happen to them. Let's get our rare cards out here. Let's see what we can do. So, this is what's going to happen. Because we lost, the commander is actually going to retire automatically out of shame. They let their team down, and they just can't. They can't stand to be around the group anymore. So let's see. We got these ones. All right. So these are our 5 heroes. Black Widow was left behind, but because she was still labeled the commander, she was the one who brought these heroes all together to take on Loki, to stop the superhero civil war. Even though she was back on base, she is now automatically retired. To add to that, one of these heroes is going to be randomly killed. Now what that means is it's pretty similar to retirement. We won't be able to use them in any future game, but they have no chance of coming back. There is no resurrection. I know that happens a lot in the Marvel Legendary, in the Marvel universe. And maybe there's a way I can kind of incorporate it later, because, you know, I kind of want to stay on theme, you know. But one of these heroes is going to be killed, and they're going to be gone forever. There's no chance of them ever coming back. And the worst part of it is, it's going to be chosen at random, which is really rough. You know what? Since there's no real decision making in terms of this, since it is random, I think we're just going to take care of it. I got a D12 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh boy. Man, I'm going to be really sad for any of them, honestly. Let's see what we got. Actually, no, honestly, if we lose Hawkeye, I'll be all right with that. It's going to hurt if we lose Storm. Iron Man's going to be rough, and Nick Fury is going to be kind of rough, kind of in that order. So I would, yeah. Ugh. All right, let's see what we get. 6, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Nick Fury is officially dead. He's gone. We will never see Nick Fury ever again in the Progression series unless something crazy happens. But as of right now, he is gone. We will mourn him thoroughly. So God, I can't believe we pulled a scheme twist off the top there. That was freaking crazy. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me for game number 5 of the progression series. Really hope you enjoyed that. And we'll see you next time. Hope you have a wonderful day.